Oh, that's true.
Calderon. Here. Murphy.
Here.
Rediger. Yes. Straley. Yes. Saunders.
Here. All right, section 2.1, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second. Straley. Yes. Rediger. Murphy.
Yes.
Calderon. Yes. Bryant.
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. Section 3.1, we are starting with some good news. We are here, or joining us today is the members of the Chatham Chargers, and I am gonna turn it over to their coaches and all the helpers to share all the good news with us.
Good evening. Thank you so very much, board members, Chatham Chargers. Let's give it up for our board members. The Chatham Chargers did an amazing feat. They went to state games this past this winter, and we have 3 teams. We have a senior division, 2 senior divisions, 2 different levels of skill, and then a high school team that's also division at the skill level that they, so we could have a 30-year-old and a 8-year-old as long as the abilities are the same to make a team. So that's a little bit about it. The white team placed gold. Raise your hand if you're on the white team. Our red team and parents. Our red team took silver. Raise your hand, parents. And our high school division also placed gold medals. Around the state of Illinois, there's close to, I'd say, close to 500-600 athletes that show up on one of those state games, and they competed with other athletes from lower south part of the state to the top of the state. And also, Chatham Chargers are part of the Special Olympics, not only, but Ball-Chatham School District is part of our Unified Champion Schools, where we are part of Special Olympics, Illinois, where they have a program specified that if you can show certain criteria, you then can get funding, grants, programs available to you, and where it's inclusion of traditional students with Special Olympic athletes. So here we expound beyond Chatham, and that's what's so wonderful is that you're including the community of those with intellectual disabilities. So on behalf of the parents, I can't say enough of my coaches. Coaches, where's my coaches? Raise your hand. And also all the parents. We could not do this without them.
Okay, so we have certificates for the athletes. I'm not sure who's here. So you're welcome to call their names and we'll go through this
All right.
quickly as we can to find them. And then they're welcome to come and stand up here. And we'll take a picture.
So we can come behind.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
Yeah.
want me to help you? Yeah. Here. Just in case.
I think they got covered.
One napkin. See one napkin. I love napkins.
Okay. No.
Mom's not coming. You're coming. Mom said she had
We'll count yeses while you're here. So if your name is called and you'd like to come get your certificate, you can come up and then we're gonna take a picture.
I'm right here.
And if you don't want to come up, we'll bring the certificate up to you.
All right. The first name that we have is Keegan Fox.
I'm right here, Mom.
And Eric Fox. Tyler Eilman. Bryce Michaelis. If I didn't pronounce your name, just correct me, okay?
It's Michael.
Michael, sorry. Sorry, thank you. Jacob Burke. Jonathan Lees.
Mama.
Yep.
He's running for office.
Spencer Mullen.
Come on. Yeah.
Ben Simpson.
I wanna watch the Simpsons.
Chad
Yeah,
Underwood.
Bob Simpson.
Michael Williams.
I want to see one.
Orlando Johnson.
Hey, Mama.
Justin.
You.
Michelle.
Thank you.
Get it, Jay. Justin Todd.
Hunter Bass. Carter Bass. Caleb Carr. Jasmine Caulfield.
Yay, Jackson.
Hobson.
Eli Hopper.
And I got you some food.
Lucas. Lucas.
And
Yay, all right, yeah.
Right, our tall athletes, listen up, Chatham, our tall athletes, if you could scoot back behind and stand behind the board members, and then my shorter athletes. Oh, my gosh, right, so this is another one, Mr. Waylon, Workman back there, he is one of our young athletes, which is ages 2 through 7. When they become 8, then they can start participating in sports if that, on a team, if their capabilities allow them to do it. I guarantee that Mr. Workman will be one of our players here soon. So when our young athletes come to practice, we have a special area that's set up more for inclusion with traditional moms and dads that have kids that are ages 2 to 7. So hopefully we're building a culture that it doesn't matter who you are, what kind of kids you want your kids to play around with other kids. You just come out and play with our Charters Youth Program. So that's all. That's my feeder team. So thank you for bringing Waylon here tonight.
And Diane,
Yes.
so we share with them, we just had our spring games, which is track and field, and a huge group of these young people qualified for state for a whole lot more. And then before that, we had soccer, skills and soccer team, we had 2 soccer teams going to state as well, so a lot of the athletic things happening
Waylon, look in the picture.
Jasmine, get up there. Hey. Hey, why don't you go get up there? Go get up there and I'll get you ice cream on the way home.
Ready? Everybody look Everybody say cheese.
Cheese.
Okay, good job, guys.
I don't know if that was a very good one.
Wait, yeah, man, that's team lead. Look at that. He's like head to
Hey, Chatham Chargers! Scoop du jour, free ice cream! Oh yeah, bocce, sorry. Bocce. I will get you the bocce. Where is it? If you have bocce, we can go after bocce. Yeah.
That goes I gotta stay off Facebook. There's one lady, she kept saying, my husband is always mad. Every time he's mad, put a little bit of water in your mouth. Squish it. Really say something. Just, my husband's not
Right, they want to start their meeting, so we kind of have to move out. Yes.
You have to take it, yeah.
And I should have mentioned, thank you for allowing all the stuff that she lets us borrow, they don't use the facilities and stuff, so that's awesome. Thank you. We
All right,
work well together.
section 7.32 is an opportunity for visitors to address the school board concerning any agenda topic. Nine moves to section 4.1 for alternative amended budgets.
They cleared up pretty quick for that free ice cream, didn't they? If you want to flip the screen, Ashley. I just want to remind everybody that the original budget, the board had agreed to use the reserves and fund balances to cover the ESP negotiated raises. The other thing that impacted the original budget to cause a deficit was our cash basis reporting, so that in that last payroll in June, which was budgeted in FY22, actually fell on July 2nd, throwing it into FY23. So the money's there, it's just in last year's budget, which made it roll right into the reserves. And so what's changed? The original original budget's on top, and that original budget includes not only those two large deficit areas that I just mentioned, but there was some new initiatives in there as well that was presented. When you look at the bottom, that's the amended. And what I want to call to your attention is, ISB will not let you spend over an approved budget. We didn't budget anything in 90, if you'll notice, because at the time I did the budget, which was last May, we didn't have projects on the horizon. Well, as it turns out, after we had some inspections, the ROE and State Board of Education approved some projects that safety inspection called to our attention. So I had to do an amended budget. There were some other factors that played into this. I reduced revenues because I think the state's going to skip its last payment. I could be wrong, but seeing that they've collected $2 billion less this month or last month than they anticipated, I just want to be safe rather than sorry. Also, there was a larger percentage of property taxes collected in May and June. So I think I estimated 49% for the May and June. It was more like 53%, which then shorted the FY23 property tax revenues. Additionally, we had more expenditures. The first one, that $587,911 in grants budgeted, I had to budget that in case that money is going to get spent, but it's my understanding that we aren't going to really be spending that money. If we do, I have to have it in the budget. And I know I'm not going to get that money because if I spend it, state's not going to pay me until FY24. So that increases the deficit. We also had to hire a lot more paras because we had a lot of students come into the district with IEPs. I don't know the exact number, but I just know that it was a lot more than we've ever had before. And a lot of those were one-on-one aids that were necessary. The math adoption was budgeted at 400, it came in over 6, and although ESSER is paying a large portion of that for us, it still had to be added to the budget. And private facilities, this one is the one that really bothers me, and I hope that legislatively we can get this changed. But what State Board allows is for them to change rates in May. We got notice of that like 2 weeks ago. They allowed them to change their rates and then backdate it to July 1 of 2022. Well, no one in the state budgeted for that kind of an increase, so it's in nobody's budget. And why they can't just adopt it July 1, I have no idea, but I intend on pursuing that. We also are spending more on teacher subs, and I don't know if that's because of COVID or we're getting more subs, because in the past it's always been a problem for us to get the subs that we've needed. So in the previous years, we've actually been short subs a lot of times, and maybe this year was a year that we were able to get those subs. There was also reductions in various lines of over $684,000. Those are reductions that I am confident. Now, what I don't do is I don't decrease somebody's budget because they haven't spent their money. Because I tell everybody I'm not going to decrease your budget. I might freeze your budget to keep you from spending money on FY24 goods and services, but I'm not going to reduce your budget. So there's a chance that department heads and principals may still need to spend those line items between now and June 31st. So I leave that in there. But historically, every year that I've been here, the schools lapse money. They don't spend it all. I mean, they're very frugal with their dollars. So if you could go back one slide, Ashley, I want to call to your attention that it's estimated, worst case scenario, our Fund 10, the estimated balance would be over $17,000. I want to call to your attention that 25% reserve that State Board of Education mandates that we have to have on hand at the beginning or at the end of the year only amounts to a little over $4.2 million. So we're meeting that. That 17 million also includes about 11 million in property tax revenues, May and June. We collect it now, but it's actually for next year. So I just wanted to call that to your attention, the two funds that are primarily impacted other than 90 and 10. And if you'll notice, the other funds are ending more favorable. That is it for me. Are there any questions?
When you say that you think the state won't pay
Yeah, they'll be late.
Thank
They
you.
always
Well, you
pay.
said they won't pay, I think they won't pay, and
Yeah.
so I didn't think that could be possible.
Yeah, no,
but yeah.
they will pay, it just might not be this year. I know when I first started here, they owed the district $1.9 million because they were so far behind in payments. With them losing ESSER dollars, just like school districts, they brought on staff, how will they address that? You know, cliff when it comes, and so I think they'll start delaying payments again, we have reason to believe. I would like to say that won't happen, but I wanna be prepared.
Thank you for that clarification.
What's roughly the amount of that last payment?
Oh gosh, we have so many, it's largely the categoricals, but without looking at the numbers, I could get that for you though, Ryan, if you'd like to see that.
I was just looking for more of a general, I didn't know a certain amount.
Yeah, there are mandated categoricals, then there are state-funded programs, there are federal-funded programs that flow through the state of Illinois. It's a very long list of the projects and grants where we obtain that money.
All right, this is an action item, so can I get a motion to,
You are not
tentatively-
adopting this yet. It will be next month.
Hearing.
I hear you, but it also says that it is recommended, so just consent then? We don't
Well,
have to do
all I'm
anything?
doing right now is presenting it to you and setting the public hearing for next month.
She's moving on to public hearing.
Okay, public hearing,
Okay.
sorry.
I'm like, I'm also in the broken chair, even though you said the broken chair is not there, because I'm getting shorter the whole time. I just wanna point that out.
That was my
I just
imagination.
wanna point out I'm short right now. Okay. And I'm already short, so, all right. 4.2. Can I get a motion to set the, hearing date for the FY '22 amended budget for June 8th, 2023 at 6:30 PM?
June 28th,
What'd I say?
but that's.
28th, sorry, 28th,
So moved.
2023.
Second.
Straley,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Redeker, Calderon,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thanks, Charlotte.
All right, 5.1 is an opportunity for visitors to address the school board concerning any topic. Seeing none. Can I get we're adjourned, motion to adjourn from regular,
Two closed sessions.
from regular session to closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Straley,
Yes.
Redeker,
Yes.
Phipps. Sorry. I'm on the wrong one. Murphy,
Yes.
Calderon,
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.